next time, lights on. No, I'm just kidding. It's like next time on Dragon Ball Z. Used to love the show. Hey, this is Sayem Hook live from Technologic at Lights on Night. I'm with Bill the Kid. Say what's up, man.
Oh, what's up, man?
Hey, and he just.
I don't even know who it's from. It's probably
yeah,
Rookie.
I know. Just random people just hand us beers now. Because Bill threw it down. People just hand him beers left and right. He just threw it down at the Silent Disco. How do you feel about that?
It was fun. It was always a good time. It's kind of weird at first because you can't hear anything, and then it's like weird, but then somebody gave me a shot, and I felt like I was okay.
Right. Now, you're a superstar in Dallas.
I wouldn't say that.
I would say that.
Oh, I've been here for a long time.
Yeah. And how do you feel about, like, fans always coming up to you and stuff?
I mean, I think it's cool. It's like it's weird to even think that anybody would be considered a fan just because I think, I don't know, I just have a lot of friends. I feel like I know a lot of people from being around the club so many years and just doing things. So people say hi, and I feel weird if people say, oh, I've been listening to you forever. I'm like, I'm not that old. I'm like, oh, man, maybe I am. But it's fun. I get to do something here when I'm like DJing that I don't, normally get to do.
It's the illusion of listening to you forever because you've been doing it out so consistently.
Yeah, I'm old. It's cool. You can say it. No,
nah, you ain't old.
It's cool. It's fine. It's all good.
Yeah. So what we got? I throw down a whole bunch of random questions. I don't do normal interviews. Cool. What is the craziest thing you've seen happen in a live crowd?
Craziest thing I've ever seen happen in a live crowd. Well, what's randomly funny is tonight I saw some dude. Well, I thought it was a girl dancing, and they had a skirt on and like a bikini top, and I'm like, oh, and somebody kept pointing at him. I'm like, oh, this chick's like twerking her ass off. And she's crazy. And then I turn around, dude has a beard. It's a dude.
What?
So like,
hairy belly button.
Hairy belly button.
It was
not this guy. No, it was not that guy. He's much hairier. But no, I was like, but you always see kind of some random stuff. It's always fun. But this guy loved it. I don't even think he knew where he was.
Anyone ever throw stuff like during the set, kind of mess it up? I think kids they're partying real hard.
Oh yeah. It's, I still use turntables, so I've had things like hit one time I had something like a light stick or some kind of hit my face, fall down, knock the needle off, and nobody knows what happened. They're just like, whoa, and you're like, F you, I just got hit in the face, but it's like part of it. You just can't.
How did you pick that up again?
I just put the shit back on and hoped that it sounded like ass. I mean, there was no recovering, but I was like, There was not even a mic that time, I remember, and I was like, dude, I can't even explain what happened. Screw it. Yeah. It was fun.
All right, wax or Serato?
I mean, I've always liked, vinyl, but I mean, I don't know. I can use CDJs, like I use them today, and I like them. It's fine, but I just, something about touching the vinyl still I like.
The experience of
interaction. I'm old, like I said.
No, I mean, that's something that a lot of DJs, I respect when they stick to vinyl.
It's fun. I like it like that.
Now, how do you feel about the electronic scene today? I know 106 is really throwing it down like Club Kiss and stuff like that. Yeah. And I know you're spearheading it. Yeah,
I mean, from even when I was on back in the day on like Wild 100, Hot 100, when I first came to Dallas in like 2000, I came from Detroit and I was playing like a lot of like ghetto tech and up there, and then I came down here and there wasn't a ton of like dance or EDM as they would say nowadays. So I just kind of brought on a couple mix shows. Yeah. And we did like Red Jacket back in the day, and then all of a sudden it was like blowing up, and then we kind of went against the grain, and then it was all hip hop for a long time, and then it started resurging. And, I'm still doing the Club Kisses. Yeah. I mean, it goes pretty hard for Kiss, Latin House Crew, shout out to them, and Junior. Yeah, man, I mean, the Club Kiss on Saturday nights is pretty hardcore. I mean, for Kiss, it's hard.
In the studio, what's happening?
What's crazy is like sometimes we kind of have like a mini party. It's fun. It's like that sense of old school, let's see what happens kind of radio, which doesn't happen
they used to do that
anymore.
Radio.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. I mean, DJ Ivytron started playing for me when he was like 15 years old. His mom would drop him off, and and we'd have a party in the studio. And now it's so corporate, you're not supposed to have parties in the studio, but we still do have parties in the studio. It's fun.
It is late. I mean,
yeah, I know, but I mean, we still have a really good time. So it's fun.
Are you trying to make that electronic bubble explode? Because it looks like it's just about to happen.
I mean, I think it has been happening. I just like to support, what I feel is just a good music, So whether it's
anything that sounds
I mean, I'm not a music snob, so I mean, obviously I'll play pop, but I love EDM and I love a little bit of everything. So I tell the mixers, like, go in there, have a good time, and let's see what happens. I don't really care about like a playlist when it's Club Kiss. I mean, we control it to a point, but we just have a good time.
Now you travel a lot, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what are some places that you've gone to, like exotic places and stuff like that? Really cool places that you can brag about.
I don't know. Detroit. so exotic. No, I mean, I'm from Detroit. I'm still on the air there, and
Right.
I'm, but I mostly.
So you call that the real D-town?
Yeah, I know, right? No, I love Dallas. I love Dallas so much. I mean, really, the only exotic place I've ever probably like played in was like the Bahamas. I don't know. I mean, like Atlantis is a good time, but it's all Americans really, because it's like a tourist stop. So
exactly.
you're playing kind of the same stuff you normally play. So
anything like overseas and stuff like that, or you've had some crazy stories about?
I played in London. One time. This was way back in the day, like for like a Live Earth kind of thing or something. Yeah. And I mean, I feel like that scene is a whole different world.
It's different?
Yeah, it's just a different world. And I feel, automatically, I feel like I'm late on everything.
Oh, yeah?
Just because, I mean, they're really aggressive when it comes to music, when it comes to dance and
Are they more critic than drunk, or more drunk than critic?
Well, I mean, I think they're just like, it's like they kind of live by their own, when in that world, they're like doing their own thing. Yeah. And then they might, but they all want to come to the States, they all want to blow up here. Because, I mean, it's not that big over there, so there's a couple radio stations and that's it. So, but it's cool, it's awesome over there, I love it.
Now, what's your favorite drink?
My favorite drink?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Jack and Coke. Jack and Coke. I'm white trash.
Now, now if you were to give your music a type of a drink, like a drink mix, what would you call it?
You know what? It would probably be a drink mix. If I did, that's a really good question. I'd probably say it would be like, it might be a Jack and Coke, because it's kind of like, I'll play to a crowd. Yeah. It's not too high class or too music snob. It's kind of dirty at times. Yeah. I'll just do a little, and Jack is like that. It's like, kind of whatever happens. And that's kind of like when I do a set, I like to keep an open mind and just see what's happening out there and kind of adjust.
Right. Now, if you were to give your entire career as a radio DJ and where you're at right now a flavor of ice cream, what would you call it?
Wow.
Just machine gun number.
I know, that's good. I would probably say, I was going to say,
go ahead.
Rocky Road. Rocky Road ice cream.
Yeah.
Because sometimes this business sucks. Yeah. And it's tough, but then at times it's like, it's the best job in the world. Yeah. So it's up and down and it's cool. And yeah, I don't know. I like Rocky Road too, so it makes sense.
Well, all right. You got any shout outs to give to?
No, man. I mean, thank you to everybody at Lights All Night. It's been fun. It's always a good time here. All the other DJs are incredible. There's such a good scene here. I don't think Dallas gets enough credit for. And I played something tonight, and I kind of heard the crowd go crazy, and it was from Radar and Shaolin. Yeah. It was Dirty Bitch. And I mean, like, they don't get enough credit. There's so many DJs here and so many good talent.
Unheard,
and so many musicians.
And,
And I'm not a hater. So all these DJs that are coming up and doing whatever, it's like, man, I love seeing it.
If you like, you give them a chance and you play it out.
Man, I think so. I think that's what you do. It's let everybody have a good time. Who cares what you're doing it on? If you're doing it on as long as you understand music and you have fun and you do good at it, the crowd's going to be the judge. So, you know what I mean?
Last one. Yeah. What's the lamest joke you know?
Oh, I got this one down. Yeah. You ready?
Yeah. Let's go for it.
How do you find Will Smith in the snow? So bad. You ready? Yeah. Follow the Fresh Prince.
Ah, dang. Well, yeah, thank you so much, Bill the Kid.
Yeah, no more stand-up for me. That was you asked for bad.
No, that's what I wanted. At Lights All Night. Catch y'all later.
I got more. No, I won't even do that to anyone. That was bad,
Talking dildo. A dildo that talks.
That's a good guess coming from Sayem.